Hello, I'm Michelle with two L's.
And I'm Natalie the Red, and greetings and salutations.
Yes, we are Forcify Entertainment, and today we wanted to look at and discuss with you the I guess kind of first image. We don't really know if it's for The Mandalorian season 3 or what it's for. That's kind of what we're going to discuss. But there is at a Comic-Con, they released a license poster. So Star Wars has released this. This is official. It's not like fan art or anything like that. But this new poster of Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, also known as the child, who you guys know is my obsession, who I love. And even through everything that's gone on, I've said this to people and I mean it, that it kind of with everything that's gone on with the Gina situation, it's felt like I've been going through a bad, painful divorce with Star Wars, but I'm just in it for the child, is what I've been telling people.
The child, and that's what he's called.
He's back there. I love the child. I love Baby Yoda. So this poster, because of my love, my unconditional love for Baby Yoda, this poster is really cute. Because anything with Baby Yoda in it is cute. So
it's cute.
It is. So let's take a look. Let's pull up this this image of Grogu and the child. So here we go. We've got this. Star Wars fans are freaking out over Grogu's official lightsaber. So this is the poster that was released at the Comic-Con. And of course, it is Master Skywalker, the Jedi Knight, himself in his Jedi robes. And we've got the little Grogu, the child, Baby Yoda, that is there. And what is neat about this, of course, is, as that said, is the lightsaber. Because Jedi younglings, when they would put together, or when they're older in Luke's case, when they would put together their...
Some of us are late bloomers.
Yeah, Luke and Anakin was even a late bloomer. But, of course, when they put together their lightsaber, they use the Force to do so. So we see the pieces of Grogu's lightsaber here, and he's kind of got him up in the air using the Force. And we can kind of conclude from that he's about to piece it together. And we see in Luke's, well, not really his hand, it's in the Force too, but we see a yellow kyber crystal.
Very cool.
It is. So we can, I guess it seems that Grogu may be getting a yellow lightsaber. And this is just kind of a cool picture in general. And I would say this, that pretty much as soon as Luke came into the end of The Mandalorian season 2 and we all went wild, some of us cried. We all had big reactions to that moment. But I definitely thought, and that's what we'll kind of get into, I feel like I felt like then that wouldn't be the only time we see Luke. That you wouldn't, especially with the reaction that they receive from this. It's like, well, they're gonna do something else with Luke.
They are. I mean, I guess the question is, how do they do that? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Like, oh, totally. Because the one complaint that people had was the CGI face of Luke Skywalker. And even
it didn't bother me personally for that short time.
Yes, but if you're going to do more with them,
that gets complicated.
If you're going to do more with them, either you've got to get to the level of CGI, say they used in The Rise of Skywalker, where it did a flashback to young Luke Skywalker. That was good, him and Leia. Or you're going to have to get like a Sebastian Stan to play him. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's got to be improved one way or the other as far as that. But yeah, I just think this picture is super darling. I mean, it really is.
Cool. I like it a lot.
And if there's one thing that has been working for Disney Star Wars, it has been, of course, The Mandalorian, and then Grogu, the child, Baby Yoda. I mean, he sells... he's on everything. My mother just gave me Band-Aids of the child. I mean, he's on everything.
He's definitely a fan favorite.
He's a fan favorite. And of course, Luke is a fan favorite as well. And people were so happy when they finally got the Luke Skywalker that they had been wanting in The Last Jedi. And they finally got that at the end of Mandalorian season 2. And so now kind of where do we think we'll see this?
Well, man, like,
And I
have
say,
to
guys, I've
say,
constructed my own lightsaber.
she has. She put in the work. She did the thing. But I mean, like, Luke and Baby Yoda together, like, sign me up. I'd watch that. I mean, ultimately, it's like I want him to get back to his father, but
Oh, and he will. And I said this at the end of Mandalorian when Mando says to the child, "We'll meet again." That was a wink, wink to the audience. Like, don't
Yeah.
worry, they'll be reconnected. Here's my bet, because I think this may actually even have connection to the Mandalorian. I think is what I read with this
I'm
poster.
sure it's probably intertwined.
That's what I think. They're telling this big story that will be intertwined, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mando season 3 fast forwards to, like, it has a time jump a little bit, and maybe the child comes in towards the middle or end. But
yeah,
I also think if it was well done and you had people like Jon Favreau making it, I think people would be interested in maybe even it's just a mini series,
Yeah.
but Grogu and Luke's journeys together.
That's what I'm saying. Like, whatever kind of form it would come in, like, I would definitely, as a viewer, be down to watch it.
Yes, yeah, I think that would be super cool for them to do.
I have another question.
Yes.
So, like, does he get like a mini one?
That's
is
what
it small.
that's
is
what,
it maybe like half the size?
That's what. Let's see again. I think it looks smaller. We'll see. The one thing I will say is because he's green, little Grogu. I thought it'd be really cool for him to get a purple saber. Just I think green and purple would really pop with as far as the look of it.
Pretty much my two favorite colors, so you can't go wrong.
But you know what? The yellow kind of matches we females. We bought the child palette that ColourPop did, and yet kind of golden yellow's kind of in there.
Yeah, in with the greens.
Yeah, so if
you got to think of it that way.
Yeah, so ColourPop was all over it. They
were.
had his lightsaber color in the palette to put on for eyeshadow.
They planned out the color story of his whole thing.
They did. So regardless, I think this is a cool poster. And, you know, with the whole Gina thing, you guys know it definitely has put a damper on my feelings towards anything Star Wars at this point. But I do love Grogu and I do love Luke. And I think what's sad about it is it does seem that Jon Favreau did not have any say. That it was, and I would use the term a knee-jerk reaction by Kathleen Kennedy, but that's not true because I believe what Joe Rogan said when he said they were looking for reasons to get rid of her.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But regardless, I don't think it doesn't seem to be the case that Jon Favreau had anything to do with that. And I've kind of felt bad for him in that regard of he's actually built something that people enjoy, and he didn't seem to mind with Gina or anything that any of his actors said on social media. And for him to not get to have any say in that decision and for that to be ripped out from him, I do feel bad for him in that regard.
Yeah, or maybe people placing blame where it shouldn't be.
Yeah, so that is sad. But this image, again, you guys know how much I adore little Grogu, and clearly when I got my saber, I picked the Return of the Jedi Luke green saber. So I think it would be a good move, and especially with just kind of sadly because what they did to Gina, it's kind of tarnished. Sadly, it's tarnished the child, or not the child. It's tarnished the Mandalorian to a degree. It's kind of stained because now it's like, well, Kara's not there.
It's kind of bittersweet.
So I think it would be a good thing to maybe have kind of an offshoot with the two of them. But I think they could appear. We could see them in the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, I just think they could appear really anywhere in these different stories.
It wouldn't totally shock me. I mean, you just never know. I mean, just the way they kind of weave these stories into each other. Yeah, which I think is cool.
And of course, Luke and Boba have a history, and Boba is on Tatooine, where Luke is from. So
I don't know if it's a good history.
It's not a good history.
It's a history nonetheless.
But Luke will be with the child who Boba Fett helped save.
True.
So it could be interesting if they show up in the Book of Boba Fett. So that's kind of our take on this poster. Of course, the child always he's close to my heart. The only baby fever I have is Baby Yoda fever. So
this is true. I'm not on her level, but I'm on the level though of that when I'm watching him, I have some kind of physical reaction because of the cuteness.
He is. He's
He
adorable.
does something to me for sure.
And to see him with Master Luke, and for us to be able to see Luke, in the words of Yoda, to pass on what you have learned, I think that's great for us original trilogy fans to see that Luke did pass on what he learned and to train young little Grogu in the ways of the Force. So I think it'd be cool if they do an offshoot, but regardless, I think we're going to be seeing them and little Grogu's development as a Jedi. So that will be fun. But you guys share below your thoughts. Where do you think they'll first show up? Where will he be in Mando season 3? Do you care anymore? do you love Grogu like I do? But just leave your thoughts below. Share your thoughts. But that is it for this show, A Force of Light Entertainment. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye guys.